Hello,
Hello?
did you want to talk to me?
Oh, no, I couldn't hear anything, so I just wanted to
Okay,
make sure my speakers were working.
okay, cool. I'm just hanging out. Wait,
Okay, thank you.
thanks.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear.
Oh, great. I was wondering if the meeting had started yet because I can't hear if even if someone's making a presentation, I wasn't able to hear anything.
I can't I can't hear anything either.
Neither can I.
Either.
Oh, excuse me. Can everyone hear now?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, great. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, we'll start we'll restart the presentation. Yeah, good morning, everybody. Sorry for the delay. Thank you for the notices. My name is Jose Herrera, president with the City of San Rafael Planning Department. I will be the lead contact in the RFP process. I do have some colleagues on the call today who are also taking notes and providing technical assistance. But thank you, everybody. Welcome. Appreciate everybody's time and interest in the RFP. And we shall get started. So the plan area, the Southeast San Rafael plan area encompasses approximately 2 square miles between downtown San Rafael and the Richmond San Rafael Bridge. The plan area includes San Rafael's largest employment district and most of its industrial land uses. It's a very unique part of the city as it also contains the highest density of residential neighborhoods. Intermixed in that area is also some of the city of San Rafael and Marin County's largest sales tax generators. It's uniquely situated along essential transportation infrastructure and essential utilities. The planned area contains about 20% of San Rafael's population and includes a vibrant multicultural neighborhood that the city wants or intends to protect and preserve. Southeast San Rafael also includes abundant natural resources, wetlands, marshes, canals, several miles of shorelines, and wooded hillside, all encompassed in the area. The request for proposals, the Southeast San Rafael Plan area, again, represents unique environmental, geographic opportunities. The area is centrally located with direct access to Highway 101, Interstate 580, San Rafael Bridge, Richmond San Rafael Bridge. Again, this area is the economic engine of the city of San Rafael, generating nearly 2/3 of San Rafael's sales tax revenue and employing more than 12,000 people. The plant area provides a critical niche in the Marin County economy, providing land uses for a wide variety of commercial and industrial activities, including but not limited to auto sales, building services and construction, furnishing, light industrial activities, and many more. The canal area of Southeast San Rafael also provides an important workforce housing and multicultural resources for both San Rafael and Marin County. So the vision for this RFP, right? The city is looking for a qualified consultant to prepare a plan for the planned area that includes all business, industrial, commercial stakeholders, and residents of the area. The plan should be a comprehensive in scope, covering land use, transportation, housing, public safety, conservation, sea level adaptation, and economic vitality issues. The plan should be an inclusive public process that gives voices to the canal residents and Southeast San Rafael businesses. This is one of the city's highest priority area to define a vision of this area for its current dynamic and for the future. Any specific plan shall be consistent with all existing policies relating to the broader vision of the city. This area, again, is very unique. It's a grant-rich environment because this has some of Santa Fe's, greatest challenges, including sea level rise, preservation and production of housing and traffic congestion. We hope that any proposers' strategies to incorporate and implement and address these changes, shall be provided in a clear manner will provide a safe, secure future for those who live and work in the area. Just some housing snapshots. Housing in the planned area, again, is densely located in what we refer to as the canal area. It's a densely populated neighborhood consisting of mostly multifamily facility types, apartments or townhomes. There's roughly 74 parcels in this area and, contain a rough approximate 1,587 units. Yeah, so this is an area of the city that is characterized by, 1 or 2 bedroom units, but is occupied most of the times by multi-generational households, that are occupied by 4 or more persons. The plan should focus on protection, preservation, and production of affordable housing and housing in the area. The largest land volume in the Pacific Plan District is the commercial industrial area. So we are looking for a plan to develop and prioritize, commercial industrial uses in the area. The sites that are located, again, is very important to the city, its economy and business and workforce and employment. So any specifically addressing the commercial industrial needs, providing a vision for economic vitality growth will be extremely important in the plan. We've highlighted 4 areas here in the city that contain in most of the city's industrial and commercial land areas. And one of the major and most significant and at the front of any work done in this area is sea level rise and subsidence risks. This is an area that is the most vulnerable to sea level rise. And again, just so happens that it is also part of our most densely populated residential neighborhoods. So any of the plan elements, must consider sea level rise, flooding, subsidence, adaptation measures. The city is currently studying a feasibility study, and we will have those resources available to potential bidders and proposers if needed. Again, I had mentioned in the beginning of the presentation, this is a very grant-rich area. There is several ongoing projects either underway or almost completed. This is just giving a snapshot of some of the projects that are either underway or have already commenced and are either going to be completed within a year or within the next 18 months. There's a transportation plan, sea level rise feasibility study, improvements to city resource, Pickleweed Park. Again, all of these also have been studied in the area. This is a grant-rich area that a lot of engagement with the existing community and stakeholders has taken place. This is just yet another opportunity to improve the vision of the area. So what type of grant funding it is? This is a federally funded project. It is a One Bay Area 3 OBAG 3 grant from the STP block grant program. It was identified as a priority development area by our partners at MTC ABAG. The Metropolitan Transportation Commission, MTC and ABAG is the project manager. Part of the RFP proposal is we get it from the the consultants, and we will review it and present it as a final scope of work from MTC ABAG to review and approval. But just a reminder, this is a federally funded project, so it must meet all the federal funding requirements. So timeline, this is our pre-submittal meeting. We are here to answer or respond to any questions. The deadline for questions is Monday, the 24th, in which we will have all our responses and a copy of this meeting on record on our website. And again, the RFP responses are due by April 7th, 5 p.m. Pacific time. So we do expect or anticipate the final, top 3 ranked consultants to be interviewed April 30th. And we hope to take it to council for funding June of 25. With that, we will take any questions from the attendees. We will go in the order. Please, if you can raise your hand, and in the order that they are called, we will answer any questions. Thank you. All right, first question from Andrew Hill. Thank you. Please state your name and
Sure.
the organization you present. Thank
Yeah,
you.
hi. Andrew Hill with Diet and Bhatia. I have a couple of questions for you. You touched on it a little bit in the presentation, but I'm wondering if you can tell us a little bit more about the project objectives, the specific things that the city is hoping to achieve with the specific plan. For example, there's some housing element sites in the area. Is the city with this specific plan looking to integrate more housing than was anticipated in this specific plan? Are you looking to go beyond that, or simply to facilitate what's already planned there? Similarly, in terms of non-residential uses, are you looking to attract any particular new businesses or sectors? If you just give a little bit more flavor for the specific outcomes that the city's hoping to achieve through the specific plan, that'd be really interesting to hear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good questions. So the goal really for this plan is to have a comprehensive vision of identifying here are baseline conditions and the future of this area, by, again, production, preservation of the existing housing stock, how we can preserve and create more housing in the area, and how that dynamic interplays with our long-standing historical, industrial, commercial land uses, because we also do want to also protect and preserve the industrial commercial parts of the city. This is something that has not been defined, and we hope that with this specific plan, it clearly defines that there can be integration or symbiotic relationship between those two land uses in this area that is, essentially surrounded by water and below sea level. So there's a lot of the city's goal is just to create a clear vision of what it looks like, what the neighborhood looks like now and going into the future, and how we can create a plan to facilitate the construction, preservation of housing, but also to attract and maintain and retain the large commercial industrial business base. So it's really just giving the area a clear vision for the future.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, great. I have a couple more questions, so I just roll through.
Yes. No,
Okay.
we'll call on the next person.
And then, so you've mentioned the MTC ABAG transit-oriented communities policy. Has the city done an assessment of where your policies and regulations may already be in compliance with the TOC policy? And do you understand where the gaps might be? Can you shed a little light on that?
Yeah, we'll have to, we'll try to get you a more comprehensive response on that. We are working with our partners at MTC ABAG, and there is several existing ongoing transportation improvement plans going that are also subject to the TOC communities. I pointed out in the that were identified here, but where we are with the baseline, I'd have to, get back to you on that. That's not
Okay.
something I was prepared to answer today.
Sure, sure. And my final question was, I'm wondering if you could talk a little bit more about how you see the specific plan process interface with the ongoing climate action and resilient efforts in the city. Specifically, I'm wondering, are you looking for new sea level rise adaptation strategies to come out of this specific plan, or are you thinking that the specific plan will sort of incorporate and synchronize with the findings of the feasibility study that you mentioned, for example? Can you talk a little bit more about how you see those things interrelating?
Yeah, this is a great question. We did discuss it internally with our sustainability group in charge of the sea level rise feasibility study. And the plan is, yeah, as you mentioned, it's intended to be a symbiotic relationship with the work that's already been studied and provide implementation measures of the recommendations of that plan.
Okay, yeah. And then just as a quick follow-up on that one, the RFP requests that we include a sea level rise expert on the team. Can you talk a little bit about the role of that person? Would it be really sort of digesting and helping to synchronize and incorporate the findings of the other efforts? Is that what their role would be?
No, that's exactly what it would be. Yes, to synchronize and create an implementation, measures for the sea level rise resiliency study.
Got it. Thank you very much.
Okay, the next hand up, yeah, thank you, Andrew. The next hand up is Asher Khan, M Group. All right, you can unmute yourself.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Morning.
I actually had a couple questions building off of Andrew's coastal resilience a bit. Are there any, beyond what's publicly available, any other draft deliverables from the sea level rise planning that are available that might be available prior to the RFP deadline in April?
I do know.
Can't hear you.
I was about to say I lost. Okay, thought it was me.
Available, but we will, yeah, so it's online. What was included in the RFP is what is publicly available. The studies right now are still ongoing.
Great. Thank you. I lost you for a bit there, but it sounds like you said what's online is what's going to be available through
Yes.
the deadline. Great. Okay, thank you for that. My second question, is the ongoing planning still targeting the delivery date that's shown in that public work plan? Is that what we're thinking about going forward?
Well, are you referring to the specific timeline in the RFP?
Sorry,
Or
no, in the
the
ongoing SLR planning, is that still on the schedule that it's on course for?
yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yes, correct.
Great, thank you.
All right, yeah, thank you, Asher. Next, let's see, Bruce Brubaker. Thank you. Good morning.
Hey, thank you. Yeah, Bruce Brubaker with PlaceWorks. Just regarding the RFP and the scope of work in the RFP, you've divided the tasks into three major tasks, which is preparation of the specific plan, and then CEQA, and then meeting facilitation, graphics, visual simulation. Do you want our proposal to be submitted with those three as discrete tasks?
Yes. Yes, please. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for the initial question too. I do want to clarify in the RFP that there is a line item that refers to attachment A on page 9 under scope of work, and that is there is no attachment A that shows a template for the scope of work. It was just intended, as Bruce had alluded to, that we do want the RFP to address those three big line items of how it's going to the approach methodology to the specific plan and delivering the technical environmental review component of the specific plan, and also, you know, the public outreach component. Those were the three line items that we wish to applicants to include in their proposal. All right. Bruce, are you there?
Yes,
Oh.
thank you.
Did you have another question?
Well, okay, so there is high quality transit at the transit station in San Rafael, but the TOC policy is regarding a radius around high quality transit, and most of the area is not within that half-mile radius. Do you see this plan as really being a TOC plan, or are there other high quality transit areas that do pertain to the canal area?
That is a good question, one that has been brought up to our partners at Caltrans and local assistance for because we also noted that as well, but apparently they have different maps that relate to different types of high quality transit stations. What I will know is our partners at the Transportation Authority of Marin have clearly supported this plan through the fact that they have the highest ridership, public ridership of the transportation in this area. So whether, you know, it's in the mapping system for the high transit area, or it's an unidentified but also considered a high transit stop, will be part of the analysis that we will be requesting to be completed.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we have yeah, thank you, Bruce. Next is Carly Kaufman. Yeah, please, yeah, state your name and
Hello.
organization. Thank you.
Carly Kaufman with Rincon Consultants. The question about the CEQA scope, it specifically says the mandatory CEQA process for the plans will require specialized technical studies to address the unique challenges and issues facing this plan area. I was wondering if you have in mind what technical studies you're looking for here.
Yeah, preliminary would just be you know, working in, you know, symbiotic relationship with the sea level rise resiliency, transportation improvement, and, you know, and the related, you know, just typical CEQA package as far as, you know, transportation, cultural resource, just a comprehensive, you know, package or proposal for the analysis to be completed.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Next question we will take, excuse me, Poonam Narkar. Good morning.
Good morning, Poonam Narkar with WRT. You mentioned the ongoing planning efforts, and just wanted to understand that the team that will lead the specific plan will have the ability to coordinate with the consultants or the teams that are working on various related planning efforts.
Yes, that is correct. I had mentioned, you know, I did say it's a grant-rich environment. I was just trying to really paint the picture that there is a lot of ongoing projects in the area that, you know, all involve either surveying the community, baseline transportation data, again, future resiliency studies, and yes, the part of the consultant, the chosen would have, the expectation would be to work with and obtain information of the work that's already been completed in the area. You know, there's also certain groups in the area that are on certain, city partners with certain nonprofits in the area that also that have done a great amount of work, tremendous amount of work, that the consultant would be, have available to them, hopefully have available to them all the information and work that has already been taking place in the area, as to, hopefully not duplicate the work, but to work in partnership with the work that's already been completed.
Sorry, I have one more question. Can I ask?
Yes, please.
So you mentioned there has been ongoing engagement with the residents of the Canal District, but there is a significant, the industrial uses and the businesses that are there. Has the city done any prior engagement and outreach to the businesses within the plan area?
That I am still working through, so I do not have an answer for that question. But I do know all the intents of our policies and plans or general plan has identified that, this is an area of priority to engage, the commercial industrial stakeholders and have implementation measures to, retain and attract businesses. Because this is, like it was mentioned, this is one of the few areas in Marin County that have the ability to attract and have those type of businesses occupy the area.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next hand up is, excuse me if I'm mispronounced, but Mitali Ganguly. Good morning.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, you got my name right. This is Mithali. I had a quick question that was about the DBE requirement. I know that the project is targeting like a 19% DBE requirement. So I was just curious about, the nuances of that. Is that aspirational? Is that a requirement? If you could speak a bit more about that, please.
Sure, thank you. Yeah, the DBE, that's the local assistance Caltrans requirement for disadvantaged business enterprise minority-owned businesses to be part and included in the funding process. I do know in the website for Caltrans, it states the state's goal is about 22, but due to the our geographic area and our numbers, it was 19 was approved by local assistance as the target goal. So any proposal that comes in, that would have to be the baseline minimum. And that's the goal we are trying to achieve. But as anything, if the goal, is achieved, that's what we will strive for. But if it doesn't meet the goal, Caltrans does have a separate procedure to address that if it does come up.
Okay, thank you. Can I ask another, like, not related question, but to do with the technical studies? We know that it may not be legally required, but is the city interested in a level of service, like an LOS analysis?
Yeah, I have to get back to you on that one. I'm not, necessarily. Our city functions with both LOS on the transportation side and VMT when it comes to transportation, but we will take the prevalence study and whatever methodology of choice really by the consultant as part of their proposal.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Next question would be for David Javid. Good morning.
Morning, Jose. Good to see you. Quick question for you on the engagement front. You mentioned that this project will complement and not necessarily duplicate some of the efforts. We're about to get started on the ATE project with the Canal District. Did you see some of those meetings overlapping and even some of the project website and other tools we might use being kind of relevant here as we team with the Canal Alliance and others?
No, absolutely. I do think that this is kind of a good opportunity to, branch off of the existing work that's already been completed and all the information that's part of the outreach and engagement, may in fact either have been completed recently or, may serve as an opportunity to not overburden the community in itself by having constant, surveying and questions. So, yeah, it would be, ideal to, work with and, add on to work already done instead of redoing the work again.
Excellent, thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, so I do not see any more hands up for questions. If there is any additional questions, feel free. Oh, I see last. All right, Bill Hines. Good morning.
Good morning, Bill Hines from SWA. My question was, and maybe this was covered earlier, but is the planning effort around the Canal District complete at this point? And is there sort of a final work product or a draft work product available?
With the canal, I do know there is several ongoing community planning efforts that are underway in the canal area specifically. We do have a local nonprofit agency, the Canal Alliance, that has been doing tremendous work in the area, very comprehensive, community inclusive, and they are, referenced in the RFP as a very important critical asset to the engagement of the area. But as far as the work being done, it would be, we would try to, have any consultant chosen to, reach out as part of their work product with the Canal Alliance to, again, enhance, branch off, or any recommendations that they have identified in the plan area.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Good morning, Diana Benitez.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Diana Benitez. I'm the Senior Community Development Planner at Canal Alliance, and so wanted to give a little bit more follow-up to that question. We're currently leading a resident-led neighborhood vision planning process. It's still a little earlier on. We're currently drafting not as detailed as the traditional existing condition report, but we're doing an initial snapshot report at this stage. And our hope is that our work is going to really align with the specific plan, because we don't want to be, doing outreach on similar questions and similar topics 1 month after another. And so we're looking forward to aligning with the work that's being done. And so just super excited about this effort and looking forward to hearing from folks interested in working with us. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Stella Kim, good morning.
Good morning, Stella Kim from Site Lab Urban Studio. This might be a question for actually both you and Diana, who just spoke. I was wondering if there's unique challenges or concerns that the public, the community has brought up. I understood the ones you've said from the city side that you see in this plan, but are there particular concerns of the community that we should be aware of?
Well, as always, it's just a unique dynamic. Again, the goal for the RFP is to create a specific plan that implements, these identified measures in our general plan, but specifically how to really provide a vision and a framework for, improving the existing conditions of the residential neighborhood and the future production, while also attracting and retaining these long-time historical uses. So that's really the overall vision that we are trying to achieve and try to get different implementation measures. But from my research and knowledge of the residential area there, it's highly unique in that it is very densely clustered in an area of the city that is hard to get in and out of. It feels like there's one way in, one way out, narrow roads. So any technical documents of the plan would have to address any improvement, future growth. But as far as the regulatory procedure, it is currently zoned high density residential. So it has very again very unique situation that we hope this plan would provide strategies, implementation measures to address those immediate needs and future needs.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have Patricia Fonseca. Good morning.
Yes, hello. My name is Patricia Fonseca Flores with CMG Landscape Architecture. Will you be sharing a list of participants on this call so we can reach out to those we may want to team with?
I think that would be possible. Yes, all the meeting transactions, will be posted on our website by Monday, end of day. So yes, we can have a list of attendees and participants.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I have another hang by Justin Wang. Good morning.
Good morning, Justin Huang from Studio T Square. One question regarding the housing elements. Is there any kind of area has been addressed in the housing elements in our in the specific plan area that will be the future kind of the key element or area for the future development?
Yeah, that's a good question. I will say we do have a recent housing element that was certified by HCD that did identify some parcels in the area, in the plant area, as either opportunity sites or areas for some residential development. So that there's been some studies in the plant area, that would incorporate some housing. So that is a good question. So there is already been some studies, as part of our housing element in our arena calculations that some of these sites were have been already considered for future housing. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So we got Poonam Narkar. Is that a new hand or a existing hand?
Yes, a new hand.
Okay.
I just had one logistical question. If are the responses to the questions that have come up in this meeting, will they be posted formally?
Yes, they will.
Okay, thanks.
We have another hand by Christina. Good morning. All right, we can go back to Christina. We will go with Heidi. Good morning. Heidi Solokowski.
Heidi Sokolowski from Urbanfield Studio. Thank you.
Good morning.
Quick question about the transportation plan that's in the works. I'm assuming that you also envision in integration with that one and synchronization with that one. I was just wondering if that plan covers part of the area that we're looking at, or is it more focused just on the Canal district? And does it include any first and last mile considerations?
Yes, you are correct. The existing plans that have been taking place have been focused on the Canal neighborhood area. So the active, the ATP grant is for a larger portion of the area, but the active community based transportation plan was for the canal, showing ridership improvement, safety measures. But in overall, yeah, it's almost branching out from canal then to the greater canal area, but this plan covers a larger scope. And we were hoping to capture all of the transportation, you know, corridors, the Anderson Drive. That is where the majority of our commercial, industrial lands are, and here southeast of 580. Again, just try to improve the traffic circulation, safety measures in the plant area. So where most of the studies have been focused on the canal area, this plan wants to address the larger area in scope.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. We'll go back to Christina. Good morning. Christina Berenanho. All right. Well, yes, yeah, thank you for everybody. We'll give Christina one more shot to ask the question. If not, please feel free to follow up with an email to ced.bids@cityofsanrafael.org. Also, if you are on Bid Express, we are taking proposals at the Bid Express website in our own system. This has also been published on the American Planning Association website for more information. And thank you for all the participants taking time out of your day and schedule to come ask questions. The city is really excited to launch this effort and looking forward to receiving the proposals and working with every one of you here on this call. Thank you. Have a good day. And a copy of all these minutes and a copy of the meeting will be posted online.
Thanks very much.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.